Are we still?
We were flashing between them, and now we are.
Hello, welcome. No, see, I can't see the TV. I can see you. Wave. It's your first appearance, really.
There we go.
I'm really excited about tonight because we can actually, I think, finish one of our blocks because this one has a special feature that I can't wait to tell you about. So, is the chat, who's with us? Say hello. And that's Robert. Hi Patsy, hi Cindy, welcome. I'll try not to, here, let me move the camera a little bit. Earthquake. We're moving. Let's set it back here so that you can still see me, I can see the TV, and we can still chat. So while Robert's not here, hi Cheryl, hi Louise. We can talk about what he did yesterday. It was so funny because he's walking around barefoot. You know, Robert's like 6 foot tall. His feet are like this big. He has these giant feet. And so he comes in and he's walking really, really fast. And he comes in, he grabs a chair and he sits down and he puts his foot out on his leg and he goes, "Are my feet normally this big?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." And so he goes, "Well, they don't look any bigger than they normally do." And I'm like, "No." But I don't know what it was. It just, I guess, looked at his feet and said, "Those are like giant." But it's funny because I'll put my shoe like up next to his. His are like this much longer than mine. And I don't have small feet. I wear an 8.5. And he wears like a 13.5 or a 14, which is just big. So that's my funny story about Robert last night, was just being silly. And not to mention the danger of walking in my sewing room barefoot. Not a good idea.
Does Lana like to knock the needles down?
Does
she knock down your pin cushions and stuff?
She'll knock down anything that she can. And lately she has been sneaking into my room. I have these bins. We're talking about Lana the kitty. And so I have these bins of scrap fabric. And I took the lid off of one to pick through it, and she finally made herself a nest in this fabric. And so now anytime the door gets open, she comes sneaking in to try and get in the little basket of fabric, and that's where she wants to take her nap. Hi Patsy, hi Carol, hi Kathy. Basket. I was telling them about your feet. I don't know if they believe me.
What's that?
Those are some giant feet.
Hey, clowns got to stand too.
That's great. Just wake up one day and decide.
Yeah, The clowns got to have feet too.
Well, you are pretty tall, so they hold you up just fine.
They do hold me up.
So somebody give us a sound check on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know if you can hear us okay. Tonight we are sewing on the 790. We are doing block flower number 5. It's not a block, it's a flower. Hi Carla.
We got to come up with some kind of birthday sale or something, right? For my birthday.
Well, that's
like
next month.
I know, but we got to start planning it right now, right?
That's right.
What would you guys like to see for a sale? Fabric is always fun, right?
We never have been able to come up with a really good virtual contest. Fabric's always good.
Well, that's what they really want. YouTube is good, thank you. Somebody on Facebook, weigh in. Yours is this month? Well, happy birthday, Patsy. Robert's is next month. July something.
Now we need a sale for Patsy's birthday too.
Patsy's birthday, rates a sale. Good evening, Judy. Hi. Are we on Facebook?
We should be on. We're on all channels. It
Okay.
looks like, well, you know, we usually started a few minutes before. We started it directly at 6 instead of like 6 or 5:58 tonight. So we're giving a second. Yeah, you're getting up there right now. There we go.
Okay. Hi, Mary. Welcome. You'll have to go back and rewatch and listen to the funny story about Robert.
Funny stories.
I was.
Funny story.
Well, I did ask.
That's true. I'm a good sport.
He is.
Hey, Mary, how are you?
Shall we get started? Do you want to do the intro? You're standing right there.
We are the Quilt Sampler, the Sewing Machines Express, Windmill Sewing Center, the Bernina Store, and Quilters HQ.
Well, that's 5.
Okay.
The websites
I'm
are.
going with it anyway. Would you like the phone number?
How about just the website?
The website?
Yeah.
QHQ2.com, QuiltSampler.com, QuiltersHQ.com, WindmillSewingCenter.com.
A+.
Embroidery.
And Joan Sews is coming really soon after we get back.
She has to work with me. Shouldn't she feel bad? She's got to work with me. Yeah, that's terrible.
All right, well, let's get started. So hang on while we
Good
move.
evening, Sale.
Good evening. So tonight we are working on, this is the brand new from Elna. Good grief. It's going to be that night. Sorry, Bernina. The Bernina B790 Pro. You know why I said Elna? Because Elna had a 790. It's just drilled in my head. But this one has a really cool feature, and I'm going to set you guys over here and then point it down at the machine so you can watch it embroidery. Like magic. How's that?
Hey, Kitty, how are you?
And I've already loaded everything up, loaded my pattern. We are ready to go. We are doing flower number 5. And this one, actually, I thought we were going to make it through. I'm going to try it out, but I think we're going to make it through an entire block tonight. So I'm going to go hit go.
Hey, Teresa.
Yes, I have those things on. Okay. Not going to hit go yet. Apparently it knows which stitch plate I have on. And I thought I would just cheat and not put this one on. But let me change it out. Okay, now we have the straight stitch plate. Now the machine's not going to give me the error. Hopefully. Tell the machine I have that plate on.
John's talking about the new 990.
I know, everybody's talking about the new 990, and this is foot number 26.
Friday is your last day to hop on the VIP early release trail.
Yes, so if you want to be able to pre-order, that's pre-order, right? After that, are there any pre-orders, or is it?
After that, I believe that their next round of orders is going to come in. They have speculated
October through September.
Nothing's 100%.
So this one has this little feature here. I'm going to move you again. Hang on, folks. Don't get dizzy here. See this little bunny? So So we're gonna embroider with the bunny on, and that actually boosts the speed of this machine and makes it considerably faster. The last Bernina 990 trailer dropped today. I can't wait to see it. Next week, I get to see the new machine. And then we have an event for it, right? So people get to come in and actually see it. Not in person, but on TV. So I'm gonna put some little glue on my spots. Let's move this out of the way. And my plate. Just enough to hold it down. Not a lot. And our first color is, I loaded up blue, but I think our first color is going to be purple. Because it's a fabulous color. And I think now we'll be able to see that speed that we were talking about a minute ago on this machine. That is pretty quick. That blue looks really good on the purple. Could maybe a little closer. Maybe behind? Here, let's just hold it so you can watch. I got it. Yeah, Carol said Joan speed. Absolutely. I like going fast when I'm sewing, not necessarily in a car. I like how it pulls the embroidery hoop away so that it pulls the tail out. Okay. Let's pull this out and cut, trim.
I might be able to just make it longer and we can have it
Right there in front.
Yeah.
That
Right,
would work
Robin.
too. Somebody's car alarm is going off.
He's testing it.
Testing?
Yeah, we're next to the auto zone, so. I can kind of see a little bit of both, right?
Yeah. I was trying to stay out of, because this
Hey,
window
Cecilia, how are you? Hey,
is
Robin.
kind of bright.
Janice is on here. How are you?
What else do we got going on? Tomorrow we're going down Jaff, Texas.
Yep. We got a fabric thing tomorrow. Hey, Tamara, how are you?
So Jafftex is the supplier for a lot of fabrics that we love.
Spirit.
Free Spirit, which is Tula, and Cave. And there's some others in there. I can't think of the name off the top. But they also do Kim Deal, Janet Ray Nesbitt. So we'll see what they have going on. That'll be fun.
Tamara says Tim Holtz.
Tim Holtz. Yep, that's another one.
Thank you, Tamara.
Okay, all trimmed up, ready for the next step. I'm not changing my thread color because all of this is going to be covered. Come on. There we go. Start. This is my absolute favorite way to do machine applique. It always looks so perfect. Hello, Barb from Ohio. Okay, let's pop that out. Let's glue. Let's put a little dab of glue on it.
Little dab will do you.
A little dab will do it. It's really just to hold it in place, and you don't have to use a lot. I've been using that method for a long time, and I haven't had any problems with it. The Virginia Paul, that should be here this week, I think. From Checker, I ordered it earlier last week.
A bunch of stuff should today.
Yeah. So it should be. It's not. It comes on a CD. If you don't have a CD player in your computer, because most people don't anymore, there is a code that you can use to download the files directly. This is so much faster than all of the machines that we've done so far. This one is the fastest, and this uses the gantry style embroidery arm, and that doesn't really mean a lot until you talk about how fast it can go, because it can do 1,300 stitches per minute, which is commercial speed.
Which all have we done so far? We've done, this is the 790. We did the Epic 2.
We did the Epic 2 at home, and we did the Janome M17. We did the Burnett Yaya Han.
Yeah. Next, we've got to do I'll have to do the Luminaire.
Yeah, we can do the No, we did the Luminaire already. We did the Luminaire in Springfield.
Oh, that's right, we did.
I would offer to do one on my commercial machine, but
Kind of loud.
it is kind of loud. We could do the Happy 7 needle.
Good.
We could do the Tajima multi-needle.
Yeah.
We could go over to Windmill and do the Brother multi-needle.
That would be fun. We just see, have all kinds of fun.
A little extra steps on the multi-needles because you have to tell it to like stop in between. So you can't just... Okay, so I have a choice coming up. So my next flower is either going to be purple or yellow, or pink or yellow. And I'm kind of thinking yellow with a pink center.
Yeah, I think if we could get our viewership up a little bit, let's do a machine giveaway.
A machine giveaway? Okay.
Got 3 in mind.
3
Machines.
machines.
And we just have to see if we get to 100 people, 150.
Okay, yellow it is. This is the brand new. It's been out less than a year. This is the 790 Pro. And my favorite feature is this little bunny. So I'm going to turn it off. So that's with the bunny off.
So it's a super speed button?
It's like turbo. I mean, really, why wouldn't you use it, right? I mean, if you have a turbo button on your car, you're going to hit it every once in a while. If you have one on your machine and it increases your speed, yes.
Did you guys admire the peacock?
I don't think they can see it because of the sun. Maybe if you come around to the other side of me.
There's the peacock.
It is a
Good
beautiful
colors and stuff.
And that's just the panel quilted. I don't think they did anything extra with it.
It just goes to show what you can, those panels you can do.
That is a pretty one.
And then they asked for them, and now I was noticing more quilts all around the store. Yeah, Peggy, we've been trying to do a lot more kits. And look at this. We have a kit bin. It's like a kit bin. Check that out. We got all kinds of kits in the bin.
We do have a lot of kits.
So we've been working on trying to add those, put the kit numbers up on the wall, so if you guys see them, find what you need. Like, I want to do that quilt.
Stephanie wants to know how this is.
From her 880. So has a needlepoint laser. I don't have it on because
the hook assembly is a little bit different.
the hook is different than on the 880. Speed is much faster.
Increase the embroidery.
There's some.
She was able to get an upgrade if she got the SDT.
Yeah. DTS. Isn't it DTS or SDT?
I think it's SDT.
Oh.
Smart drive technology.
Yeah. So it is a.
They said it was about 50% faster. I think we measured it. I mean,
I think at least.
pretty good from the older model.
You have the turbo bunny button. It is my favorite feature on the whole machine. The needlepoint laser is really cool. So if you're, Bernina has the quilting foot where you can do free motion quilting. The 880 had an auto needle threader, I think. This one does too. And this replaced the 770 plus. Or 790 plus. Just gotta change my thread here because I didn't plan that right. We need purple. So you'll get to see the needle threader in action. So it's always good to know how easy these machines are to thread. So if you're thinking about one, be sure and tell them to thread it for you. Because, if you're doing something like the Kincaid that Vicky did, that's a lot of thread changes. And then up behind, hit the needle thread button. Needle comes over, and I must not have done it right. Let's get it stuck in there. So one thing I've learned, if your needle does not thread, and this is with all brands of machines, with your needle threader the first time or the second time, unthread and start over because you've missed something. Because I just did this and it worked perfectly on the first try. Maybe it's the thread? Nope. The thread's not staying up in the little... There we go. I felt it click that time.
The
There we go.
main differences are the pattern repeat. The 880 did 1 to 9. Bernina, or the 790 Pro does 1 to 99. 790 Pro can do the triple stitch. The 880 could do that.
Yeah, there are some stitch differences that this one can do.
The hover function, the 880 can't do the hover function. This one does do hover.
That is so nice. Anytime you're chain piecing.
Sewing patterns, there's more in the Pro than there were the 880. Just that it's newer, decorative stitches more.
Look how fast we're getting through this.
Sideways motion stitches are more because it's newer and it has more capacity. Quilting stitches are 70 and 880 plus the quilting stitches are newer. Quilting both of the 360 directional sewing. The 880 Plus actually had 2 inches more of workspace. So it was a 12 versus a 10 on this. So.
This is so much faster. This is on par. More designs. So you
Customizing quilt designs for the 880 didn't have quilt designs in it.
I believe they both go about the same
Pretty
speed,
close,
but
yeah.
this one has so if I turn this off, then they're the same. So this one has the speed boost that the M17 does not. Turn that back on.
This one's Wi-Fi capable. Obviously, the 880 being a separate connector.
That's in the embroider module on the Berninas, right?
That's the 10.
Is it? I have the manual. It also comes with an excellent manual.
I mentioned the hook was a little bit different.
Yeah, the hook is different. Might be in the embroidery section. Here we go. So, comes with the large oval, which is 145 by 255, which is the one I'm using now. And the medium hoop, which is 100 by 130. And the small, which is 72 by 50. But the cool thing is, in the back, they show you all of the embroidery designs that come with it, along with all of your thread colors. So these are all the designs that come on the machine. Hey Sherry, just a quick picture. One of the things that I like about Bernina is they have all the feet, right? So there are feet that we don't use very often, but we still want to be able to have access to, like a flat felled foot. If you want to make a pair of jeans, you want a flat felled foot. I know Janome is coming out with one, so Janome and Elna will have one, and Viking is the only other brand right now that has a flat felled foot. So if you're a garment sewer, you should gravitate to those two brands. But even if you're not, you might be a garment sewer later and you want to have one. Or at least have the option to have it. Hi, Karen. I'm just excited we're going to get through one of the blocks on the show and not have to finish it after we say goodbye to everybody. Okay, on to blue.
Karen, how's your summer? You got no school and all that good stuff?
And this is why you want to have a good needle threader on your machine when you get one, because, and make it snap. Let it, did I feel it snap? Snap, snap, snap. Let me hold it. There we go. And then thread. Oops, nope. Not what I wanted. Needle thread. Wrong button. Because of the thread changes. If you're doing a lot of thread changes, you want a good needle threader and a really easy threading path. And start. Wait, which one are we doing? Yeah, it's this one. And also another thing that this one does is it actually zooms in on the area that you're embroidering. So like when we did the really small part in the middle, it zoomed in real close to it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about Jim. Giving him our best wishes for speedy recovery.
Yeah, that thread path.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people have felt the same way, and then changing it, right? I don't think the 99 is going to have that type of thread path.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's going to have that kind of
More
thread
popular,
path.
but, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I agree. 880 is a good machine, and we are going to probably get quite a few of them on trade. So if you're thinking about a new machine, be sure and let us know, because we'll have trade prices on all of the. Here, you can set it behind the machine to block the sun.
it's raining in here.
It's not raining. Let's do this though. How's that?
Thinking that might help a little bit. There we go.
Now it's a parasol. I'm loving how much faster this is. What do you guys think? While we're watching, we did get some new fabric in. We got this collection. It is absolutely gorgeous. These are the pre-cuts for it. Love that color. My favorite. And it's a very cool fabric line. Oh, that's cool. See how it has like the quilting already designed in it? But very, very pretty fabrics. So we have charm packs and mini charms. The mini charms are going quick. Lady was in today and I think she bought like 4 of them. So we have, what's that, 8 left, I think? 6 or 8 left of the mini charms. And I think we have 2 of the charm packs. And then we have yardage, which you can find on the website. And this is, the collection is called Rainbow Spice. at that. We're almost halfway done. We're going to be done with time to spare. I'm digging this. If we have to repeat, we're going to come to this machine for the repeat. Super digging this.
Shout out to the Valor group.
Oh, What's the Valor group was in sewing today. They are looking for new members if you're in the Olathe area. They meet the first Tuesday of the month here. So just come on in, you can pick up a brochure, make some new quilting friends. So if you like a little slower speed, you can turn the bunny off. And it speeds up a little. But the speed doesn't make me nervous. I'm like, go as fast as it can. But there is, you know, the faster, I will tell you, the faster you sew, the more risk you are of breaking a needle or shredding your thread. So make sure, you know, your needle's sized right. And I think this is probably a 12 on the machine. So normally we embroider with an 11. Slower sounds like it's older like me. I hear you, Patsy. I hear you. That is a really beautiful satin stitch. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. There you go. Look how beautiful that satin stitch is. Alright, let's move you back a little bit because we've got to change our thread. And I am using Floriani thread. I like the shine for the applique, and I want this to be a real pretty bold quilt. So Floriani has that shine. Glide does as well. I like that thread too. There we go. I heard it click. And thread. Nope, I guess I didn't hear it click. So there's a trick to this I haven't mastered yet.
Vicky wants to know what embroidery machine you recommend that is nice. It sounds like she's saying it's nice to take to classes. She has the Luminaire, but it's really heavy. And
Oh. So definitely stick within the line. So, I mean, the Yaya Han, the Bernina's, or the B77, it's a Burnett, is fairly light, and so that one can go really easily. But the problem is you've probably downloaded all of your embroidery designs in Brother format. So keep that in mind. And right off the top of my head, Brother machines, Robert's gonna look them up. Yes, to take to class. So you want probably at least a 5x7 hoop. A 6x10 would be optimal. But sticking with the same line, now don't get me wrong, we have lots of customers that they own the Boninas, they own the Brothers, and they own the Vikings as well. So it's really just preference, but for me personally, I think it's easier when you have the same interface and the same embroidery file format. 6x10. There's one that's not huge. Yeah, no, go up, keep going. Like the 800? Or is it the 700? So 900 might be good for a 5x7, so that'll get you most of the timber belt. But if you're doing a project like this, you need at least a 6x10. So yeah. What's the first one that has the 6x10 or 6x12? The 3550. So take a look at that one. 1700E. That's an embroidery only machine, right? Yeah.
37.
But if you don't mind changing brands, this is the B79, and it is pretty light. So I can pick it up with one arm, so it's less than 28 pounds or so. And this one has a great price. It's $24.99. And you can go back and watch last week's show. We did the Yaya Han. And it does a 6x10 hoop. Melissa, just getting on. What are you stitching out tonight? We are working on, and I'm sorry I don't have the picture of the quilt. We are working on Just Flowers by Lunchbox Quilts. And this is what it's going to look like all sewed out. So those are all of the flowers, and I can show you some of the other ones that we've done. Here's one of them. They are super cute. about this one because I was able to, we did this last week, and I was able to center some of my batik fabric and get that polka dot center. But just for a point of reference, I mean, we did kind of chit-chat a lot at the beginning of the show, and this is the first one that we are actually going to finish on the show. So, and it actually has more pieces than, so the other pieces that we've done only have 3 layers. This one has 4. Ooh, first time. It's the little things. I know you all feel me on that one. Yeah, we're like 2 minutes from being done.
That is good. I thought it came out really well.
Yeah.
This looks really nice too. Put the turbo, double turbo.
I know. I have a multi-needle at home, and it sews this fast. And look, I'm done. I'm done. And it even gives you an option for an endless hoop over here. So this is the first one that we have finished live. Isn't that pretty? I love this. Let me get close so you can see those stitches really well. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that it's done. I'm a little biased when it comes to things like that. So let's talk about, let's see if we can get up high enough and away from the window. How about we go this way to the back of the store? Okay, Thread Club. I always manage to get this right side up.
It's the size of your feet.
Come here. You guys got to see this. Here, let's turn it down. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do the same size. So, yeah, so like, what is it? That's got to be at least 6 inches. So last night, Robert came in, sat down, just like walked in really quick, just, you know, pulled up a chair and sat down and looked at me and crossed his leg, and he's like, are my feet really this big? I was like, well, they're not small. Because I wear an 8.5. My feet are not small for ladies. Our color of the month is Berrylicious. It is color number, oh, it's kind of covered up. 4647. This is one of my favorites. It's just super cute. 15% off the show. If you're in the thread club, it's 20% off. If you haven't joined yet, it's $20 to join. And then all of the Aerofill thread that you purchase is 20% off. And we carry all of the colors. So that's a pretty good bargain. It's like $3 and something.
That's a good amount of school.
We love this thread. You can embroider with it. You can sew with it. I piece with color number 2615 exclusively. Love it. Just disappears. Disappears. And we have a giveaway. It's over here somewhere. We do. It's a good thing we're going to BU because we're getting love on giveaways. This one is not from Bernina. I should have planned that a little better.
Man.
I know.
You're going to catch all kinds of flack everywhere you go.
I am. They do watch the show sometimes, and sorry, guys. So yeah, it's a brother journal. You can use it to keep track of your quilts that you make. Keep track of how long it takes you to make them, even if it's like, well, I worked on it for 3 weeks and then I set it aside for 2 years and then took it back up. You know where you left off. So it's good to have.
You could use what you used it for too. You could do a little travel journal everywhere you go. Hey, we had this great dinner at this particular place, right?
So I started a travel journal because we travel so much, and so like we've gone to Dallas in the past year. We've gone there twice or 3 times, and so we find these really great restaurants, and we're always going, where was that place we ate that had the really good, I don't know, Chinese food or Mexican food? And so then we're like trying to remember. And you don't really want Google stalking you, so you turn off your tracking on your phone, and so there's no suggestion. So make a nice travel journal. So when you're going around doing your shop hops, that you keep track of where you ate and where you stayed, where's the good place. Don't go back to that place because it made you feel bad. But yeah. So we just need a winner for that. And then we have 2 floor models that we are wanting to, actually 4. So it is the Versa from Janome, which is the QMP 20 on the sit down on a lift table. And then we have the QMP 16, which can be delivered on a 10-foot or 12-foot frame. Either of those. So give us a call for those. We have one of each in Springfield at Quilt Sampler, and we have one of each here in Kansas City at Quilters HQ. So if you're thinking about a long arm, sit down or stand up, come on in. Give us a call. We do deliveries.
So no show next week, but we probably will do some little fun Facebook-y type things.
Yeah. Well, we won't have it like for 2 weeks, right? Because we're not going to be here next week.
Just Tuesday.
And just one? We're only missing one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll just be at BU next week, so we'll try to give you guys some sneak peeks and fun stuff.
Yeah.
And
I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Everybody's really excited.
Who's our winner?
Karen Cavender.
Karen! Congratulations, Karen. We'll set this up front for you, and when you get a chance, come on in the store and pick it up. So what else? New fabric, long arm sale.
Stitching.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think
And turbo. That's
Turbo.
awesome.
Love the turbo. It's a really cool feature.
Well, we have 10% off our long arm quilting services.
Oh,
And
no waiting
if
in
you
service,
have
too.
an unfinished quilt, we are like really low. And I was actually going through, I added a whole bunch of patterns today. So Spencer's going to be putting those into the insert. So there's a whole bunch of new patterns to choose from for quilting designs. Some really cute stuff too.
And no waiting in service at Windmill, so drop your machine off if you need a spa
Yep.
day.
Yep, so low turnaround time for your machines. So come on in, bring those machines in, keep those technicians in the long arm quilter busy. So they get into trouble when they're not doing something. So it's better. Okay, so we always sign off with the same thing. Check your thread path, change your needle, make sure you're using the right size needle, and oil that hook before you bring your machine in for a spa day. And we will see you
At
in-
BU.
At BU
In the Motor City.
in Motor City.
Dealers are taking the Motor City by storm.
Is that what they're saying? Are we staying-
90% of the dealers are going. So
Are we
it's
staying in one of
almost
those
400
hotels that
dealers
has all
going
of
to
the
this thing.
old cars?
I think it's near there, yeah.
Okay. So like Chrysler and GM were up there. Anyway,
I don't know.
have fun making your next block. We need to make, I should have told you this at the beginning,
Oops.
but you can always refer back to your directions. We did flower number 5, and we are making 3 of those. So have fun with your homework.
But wait, there's more.